Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Daniel here, and today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of a gameplay commentary, which you're going to see is two nuclear gameplays. One is from me, one is from my good buddy Joey, and it's going to be some pretty solid gameplays in theater mode. So the aiming's going to look a little awkward and stuff like that, but it's going to be two solid nuclear gameplays. The first one is mine, the second one is his, and so yeah. But that's enough about the gameplay. Again, I think today the topic I wanted to cover was my first thoughts on Black Ops 4 and just where I think some improvements that I think could be added to it. So without further ado, first thing I think the game should fix is spawns. I think spawns are a little bit wonky right now, especially in OBJ game modes. Control in particular, control is kind of fucking, I don't know, dude. Like you get that one team is defending and attacking, it's like, Overwatch, one team keeps having spawn advantage to 1 point, right? Or I don't know if that's how it is, but I remember for one map Militia, the defending team really has a huge advantage when it comes down to trying to defend B, and so I think that's fair. But at the same time, when you're spawn trapping an enemy team, like it is not fun for the other team. Now, generally, most of the time, how do I put this? I score slightly better than your average person, and so whenever I play games, I am generally like, what's it called, on the giving end of that spawn trap and stuff like that. Now, not that I spawn trap on purpose. Most of the time I don't roll a huge max stack. I usually play duos or even solos, but yeah. But I think spawns need a little bit fixing. Sometimes they'll just spawn one enemy behind you and then just have him totally wipe your team. I don't know why. It just spawns are really wonky right now, but hopefully they fix it. As far as what's it called, specialists go, I think majority of them are really balanced. I think Ajax's stun comes on a little bit too often. I think I've used Ajax for a little bit, and I feel like it's obviously when I'm stunning people, it's a lot of fun, but hindsight is 2020, and I think the stuns could use a little bit more of a longer cooldown. But I think the effectiveness of the stun is perfect. I think it's strong, and it should be, but I think just the amount of times that you should use it should be more tactical, I guess, and more conservative, so that way you use it in more clutch moments rather than just throwing it out and getting a free kill every single time. Now that can also be said about the Seeker. I think the Seeker drone, I don't know, it just feels a little strong, but I get where they're coming from. Prophet's ult is kind of trash, so I guess it balances out. I guess it's fair, but like I know a lot of people complaining about that, but I think that's not that big a deal. I think it's generally pretty avoidable, and I mean it sucks when you die to it, but I don't think it's the biggest of worries in this game. Yeah. Now as far as say maps go, I think for the most part maps play out really well. I don't know who decided to bring back jungle, but fuck, that was a horrible idea. But yeah, I mean, the maps are pretty solid. I like all of them. I really like Militia. I think Militia really works for me. And, hopefully with the DLC and stuff like that, they really spruce things up. And I hope that they don't split up the map packs. I really hope that. I mean, that's what killed Black Ops 3 multiplayer. And I don't want to see that happen again.
Good night.
Now, I think that's really all I've got to say. Oh, I guess gun balancing. Gun balancing, I know Treyarch has said that they're closely monitoring it as of today's update. And today was the what's it called? Battle pass type of thing where like there's tiers and stuff where it just came out, and so they said they're closely evaluating gun balancing and stuff like that. And so I think in the near future, they're gonna nerf ARs or buff SMGs. Personally, I think don't leave the ARs as the way they are. They feel very strong, and that's where they should feel like. But at the same time, maybe buff the SMGs so that they're more competitive with ARs, at least in their own respective fields. Personally, I'm an SMG player, and I haven't had too much of an issue. I mean, I've still had a great deal of great games with what's it called, SMGs. But using ARs, like especially ICR, oh my goodness, it is broken. It is busted, and so I think there needs to be some weapon tuning there. But besides that, I've really enjoyed the multiplayer. Hit detection's a little wonky at times, but that's how it is with all Black Ops games. Hopefully they can work on that a little bit. But I mean, for the most part, I feel pretty content and feel pretty fair about my my general game experience, I guess. So, yeah.
Good night.
Now moving on to quickly touching on Blackout. I think Blackout's still a lot of fun. I've only had about 6 wins. I played it maybe like, I don't know, 6 wins. What is that? 20%. So like 6 wins, that's 20% of my wins. And so I played a decent amount of Blackout. I think I'm level like 20, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. But somewhere along those lines, I played a decent amount of Blackout, and it felt exactly just like the beta, and I still enjoyed the beta. I mean, I played, I think, till like level 20 or something in the beta, and I really enjoyed it. Blackout was a blast, and for once I don't have to worry about people building the Taj Mahal on me whenever I shoot them in the back, you know. It just feels fair, and I'm not into the whole building thing, and so, you know, I think that's just about right. And as far as PUBG goes, I mean, my system can't really run it, and then, you know, it's not on PS4, so couldn't really play it, and it doesn't look all that enticing to me anyways. So yeah, but I mean, Blackout just feels good. I think it's like multiplayer but expanded, if you will. I mean, first of all, I mean, this is still first impressions, and so, you know, I don't want to just rush into saying things. I'm enjoying it, so, you know, if you like the beta, you're gonna like Blackout as it is now. Now as far as zombies goes, zombies is it's a different beast this time. I don't quite know how I feel about it. I think they, like, if I were to rank all 3 packages, right, of Black Ops 4, which one I feel is most complete, I would say definitely zombies. Zombies graphics look updated, and it just, the progression and stuff like that just feel very fleshed out, and, you know, very much more in depth than what Black Ops 3 had. And, you know, I've played on all 4 of the maps already. I'm about to Season Pass, so I do have classified, and I've enjoyed every single one of them. I think all of them are very, very fun, very, very enjoyable, and just a blast to play. Personally, unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to play with the full squad yet. Just had trouble finding time for all 4 guys to be able to really find time to play it. But know that as soon as we get the chance, we definitely will run that map ASAP, or run all the maps ASAP. And obviously, you know, with the Easter egg cutscenes already coming out and stuff, I've seen them. I'm very excited to see where Treyarch does take the zombies. It feels a little bit more grounded and just way more enjoyable. Obviously, there's fundamental changes, no speed, no jug. I don't know how I feel about that, but looking back at it, I think those are very much crutch perks. And similar to multiplayer, I think they're trying to do away with crutch perks, right? And so obviously, you know, in multiplayer, the perks aren't as OP this time. And Ghost is almost, I mean, there's always going to be crutch perks, right? Quote unquote crutch perks, because, you know, you're just going to use what's the most effective. And obviously in this meta, you know, Ghost, Scavenger, Engineer, and then I would even say Lightweight or Cold Blooded is very, very strong. But besides those things, I think, like, there's no heavy crutch in zombies anymore. It just feels like everything is usable, and it's completely up to you as to how you want to use them. One thing I have noticed is that you can't really use gold camo or diamond. I don't know if you can use diamond or dark matter, but you can't really use those camos for zombies. I don't know why. I hope that they fix that. Speaking of camos, one thing that I do hope that they improve on is the camos. It doesn't look as good as Black Ops 3. It doesn't feel as vibrant, as sharp, and I think that can be said about the entire game. You know, it's not horrible. I mean, okay, excluding zombies. I think zombies looks really, really phenomenal. Just the map details, maybe just added a ton of like things into the map, but for the most part, I feel the game just looks better just for zombies. But then when it comes to multiplayer and Blackout, I mean, I don't expect it to look amazing. I was fine the way it is, but multiplayer just feels like a step down, especially just with the camo. Not a huge step down. I mean, it's not enough to like bother me and really cry about the graphics, but you know, it's definitely there's a little bit of a hint there. But I think you can mainly only notice it on the camos. The maps generally look pretty detailed and pretty good, but you know, as far as camo goes, it just feels like a downgrade from previous Call of Duties. So, yeah. But once again, you know, I mean, I'm not here to play with camos and stuff, but I do hope that they really look into that and make. I think, because as of right now, Dark Matter just doesn't seem all that enticing to me. Gold doesn't look as good, and I don't know. It just, the overall camo thing just doesn't feel as good right now. Now, as far as game modes go, sorry if I'm just hopping around left and right, hopping back to multiplayer after quickly touching on the other 2 topics, but I think personally I have like really enjoyed Control. Domination's the wonky spawns right now is just too piss poor for me to really want to play. And then most of the time I get, you know, Johnny No Thumbs on my team, and so, you know, it's not as enjoyable for me. However, I think it's safe to say that you know, Control is definitely the new game mode for me. I really enjoy it. I also enjoy playing Chaos TDM, Chaos Kill Confirm. It just feels even faster, especially Chaos Kill Confirmed. I've really been enjoying that, and it's really sick. I've just been honestly very much enjoying it. Yeah. Now, what else? What else is there to say about this game? Like, again, these are just my first impressions, and I can tell you that I really enjoy this game. Like, it's been a long time ever since I've really enjoyed a Call of Duty like on launch, and just really want to keep playing it. I mean, I'm already like 3rd prestige, about to close in on 4th here, and then since it's double XP weekend, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna clock into about 5th prestige by the end of this weekend. I can already see it happening. And obviously, you could call me a sweat. I mean, I'm sitting on a 3 KD and then like a 5 win loss with like a 500 score per minute. So I'm one of those sweats, the guys who grind the games endlessly. But yeah, I mean, this game's, I mean, it's rare when a Call of Duty game is playable without friends, you know, like most of the time, like Infinite Warfare and World War II I couldn't stand. I tried to play alone, I just raged. And then Infinite Warfare, from time to time it's an okay flare. If I want to play a slower version of Black Ops 3, I guess I could. But as soon as I dropped the D-Ad, I pretty much quit the game. And then this game just, I don't know, it just, like, I'm able to solo grind this and still have fun. You know, obviously having bad teammates are still a thing, and you know, scoring at the top of your lobby is still super punishing. But I mean, hey, I'm still stomping, so I guess I'm happy. Really glad with the whole. I love this ammo guy, by the way, giving you extra health, and then giving your like, it just essentially gives your gun hardline. You know, it's really sick. I mean, this game's just a blast to play. I mean, I think for even my friends who normally don't play multiplayer, who haven't, you know, played multiplayer in God knows how long, have come back and really begun to enjoy it. This game's not perfect, but you know, I think it has potential to be one of the best Call of Duties that has been for a long time, I guess, if that makes any sense. You know, I think it's gonna be a phenomenal year. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.